Fearsome, Nightmarish Dread. An original story written and performed by William Baker. Lying in bed in the middle of the afternoon, choking, suffocating, phantom sounds, house creaking and popping, temperatures outside well below freezing, thermal expansion of the vinyl siding, pop. Oh, it's a bad day. My left arm lies at my side, useless. I can't feel my head, my face, the numbness expanding. Fingers. Can't wrist, can't sleep, can't be awake. My throat forgets its nature, breathing stops, saliva builds up, panic. There's never a moment I don't think about my limbs. There's never a moment I don't contemplate the numbness in my head and face, constant worry of worsening symptoms. A soft brush against my skin, enough to send me into the air. Inside a mausoleum. Or maybe it's a museum. A cemetery only found in the troubled dreams of a misfiring brain. We come to view our dead. It's a recurring dream I've had for decades. I visit my dead, but they are not dead. Their souls, their spirits, their essence are dead, moved on, but their bodies do not lie in repose. There's no rest and peace for them. The empty bodies still move. The bodies themselves realize they are empty, but they still must move. As I move close to the catafalque, the empty container of my loved one turns its head to look at me. It opens its eyes unseen, but in those eyes is horror of the inescapable forever that they are now a part. Horror, confusion, sadness. They are dead. They know they are dead. But the body cannot accept it. What makes us us? Forever. Have we wondered that? We are nothing but a pile of dust electrified into movement. What is thought? What is creation? As long as man has possessed these, man has wondered. Why us and not dogs? Why brains and not pistil and stamen like flowers? As I walk through this mausoleum, oh, so normal to this dreamland, I see families visiting their loved ones. We walk past them. They are in various states of decay and decompose. But still they sit up. They plead, they beg, wordlessly without sound. Only with their eyes do they communicate. I stand back in terror, the only one affected by the horrors in front of us. They claw at themselves, peeling away bone and skin. It's only reflexes, the final firing of electricity throughout the body. Do not be afraid, I am always told. I never see a face. I just know this to be true, but yet I know in the real world the funerary processes. These corpses are prepared, embalmed, in some cases organs removed and harvested. The blood has been replaced, but yet these death spasms remain and are expected. This is natural, there is nothing to fear. The bodies are on display, to be honored, to be remembered, to be visited, to be kept company. But I know there is thought in the movement. This is not just the final electrical spasms. They are reaching for me. They want me, but why? I am disgusted and afraid of these corpses, of the people I have loved so deeply, now rotting. Other living visitors, often family members, do not know the horror I am feeling. Often they accept the embraces of the dead. They hug them back. They are not afraid of the touch, even perhaps grateful for it. I never sense malevolence. They are not out to hurt or to create an army of the undead. Truly, for this reality, the dead mourns. I lie choking in bed, my brain misfiring. I am asleep. I try to roll, but my paralysis is too great. The corpse cannot move. It is crying out for help as its flesh falls away. My left side is too weak and numb to lift the blanket. My dream corpses are soundlessly crying out for help, terror-stricken at what they have become. They are dead an eternity, alive for but a moment. To give anything once more to be alive, fear of sleeping to revisit this place. To visit Ireland trod upon the ancestral soil, the reverent dead, the glorious dead. Without them, no we. Now we enter the garden of angels to visit the holy innocents. Yes, herein lie the babies. They are not presented in open biers as the adults are, but nevertheless they still retain the same death impulses. At this we, and I'm not sure who makes up my group, as I am alone and at the same time surrounded by people like a tour group of invisible strangers. We are given a warning by our guide, who has never seen but always heard, while the movements of the adult corpses are often trying to recreate the touch of an embrace, to reach out to loved ones, to have another connection to the corporeal. The death impulses of the infants are different. They are spasmodic, twitchy, painful to look at, for they do not, now or ever, possess the fine motor skills that adults attain. The adult corpses are often slow in their movement, but the babies move with such force that bones often break and snap, which is why they are enclosed in their caskets. However, a viewing window has been provided so you can gaze upon them to pay your respects. They are backlit, so they only appear in silhouette. For a moment, it is perfect. You see the small head, the bump of the nose, the small chest, all stark black against a bright white background. We move to the next, and the next, and the next, more of the same, angelic figures resting in perfect stillness. There is even an animation superimposed upon the glass. The child's favorite cartoon characters appear, mourning their friend. A favorite sport creates a motif. Religious iconography. Flower petals falling like snow. Then one child's neck shoots up, creating an inverted V with the crown of the head resting upon the satin pillow, the neck sticking into the air, the chest still flat. More violent twisting this time from left to right. The animations continue, trying to hide this horror. Why does this child have to have this horror, this terror, this never-ending nightmare thrust upon them? First to have their lives taken from them, and now this on top of it. Why can they not rest? If anyone deserves to rest, it is the child, free of sin. Sitting at the breakfast table, willing my left hand to move, my fingers to wiggle, I stare at them. Move, damn you, move! I drag my left leg behind me as I navigate the house. Sitting in my chair, so many things to accomplish, but my brain is in neutral. I have a thought, an idea, an inclination to get up and do something, and then my mind is blank. I can't remember the thought I just had. I keep checking my calendar. Is there something I'm supposed to be doing? An unknown corpse in my mind moans. It wiggles its shoulders up and down, trying to move itself into a more comfortable position, as it has begun to slide further down in its casket over time. In a state of advanced decomposition, it slowly, painfully reaches its hand to its jaw. Yellow parchment paper skin rustling and tearing. The hand pulls away from the jaw with bone and teeth before settling back down to its side. An entire 3 weeks go by without a thought in my head outside of the constant terror of pain. The pain and the numbness and the cold and the hot. They shouldn't exist all at once, but they do. But the medicos, oh so smug, they know me and my body. There is nothing that should be causing this. Consider I am lying. Phantom figments haunting the synapses of my mind. Who are they to tell me about my feelings? The pains I am having, the experiences of my body, mine and mine alone. The only thing that is truly mine to understand and to know every pinprick and itch and volt of lightning, every spasm of the hand and the neck, the bobble of the head upon the shoulders. I know there are things I am supposed to do. I can't for the life of me think of them. I lie in bed and I think of things to write, but as soon as a line enters my head, it disappears like fog in the morning sun. I've stopped taking business meetings. I find that most people are trying to get me to buy their service or donate to their cause. I'm trying to create a relationship, a partnership with the people in my community. They just want the money I don't have. But then within 2 days, I've completely forgotten about having met them at all. I keep a spreadsheet of my meetings, who I met with, when, what we talked about, how we communicated, email, text, phone, and when was the last time we communicated. Then I forget about the spreadsheet. The weighted blanket is too much for my weakened body to move. My feet are tingling. This is bad. It used to be the left, and only when I am in certain positions. Now it is both, nearly all the time. My right thigh as well. Abby, someone. Abby Normal. Are you saying that I put an abnormal brain into a 7.5-foot long, 54-inch wide gorilla? Is that what you're telling me? 1 crazy, 3 very sane spectators. Look. It's moving. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. In the name of God, now I know what it's like to be God. My sister, in the business of death, an embalmer, professional mourner, my family preoccupation with death, Christmas reading a list of 100 euphemisms for death. Laugh, irreverent. Death, the constant companion, to be joked about and be made fun of. The dead, spasming and clawing, trying to pull themselves back to life. The step-grandfather on his deathbed, shallow breathing. I say goodbye. He slowly turns his head. A living corpse, like in the dreams. Numbers jump over the page. What's the phone number? Let me write it down. More than 3 numbers in my head get confused and out of order. I listen to audiobooks and follow along, highlighting in a physical book. Otherwise, the words dance around or I forget immediately the specifics of what I have read, simply remembering the broad strokes. For quotes and verses and toasts, I do not possess recall. I must write. For extemporaneous speech, I do not possess the ability. I must write, otherwise I am lost. An attack today. Tremors. The itching. Constant ants. Scratching will not abate. Existing in a bubble, inside and outside of time. Nothing before, nothing after, just now. Reality only exists for me. There was nothing before me, nothing after me. Slips in time. Deja vu. My grandfather has come back to life countless times in my dreams. He was the first. He always knew he was dead, and he was limited in what he could do and for how long he could stay. And then it was my aunt, who would cast about in her casket looking for an explanation about her death. And then it was both of my grandmothers. and my father. They are all so confused about what has happened to them. They are dead, but their bodies still move. This is natural. But last night it was strangers. It was estranged family members. Anyone and everyone. My shoulders tingle. My chest tingles. My left arm involuntarily shaking. What was once just a left side affliction is spreading and taking over. Some days are worse than others. Today, I am afraid I will choke. Silent horror. Soon, I will have forgotten about having written this.